For the Value Line stock project, I chose to analyze and create a value line page for Tiffany and Company. Tiffany and Company is traded on the New York Stock Exchange as the ticker symbol TIF. Tiffany and Company is categorized as part of the retail hardlines industry. This specific industry is currently being affected by the improvement of technology. If you're not familiar with Tiffany and Company, they sell high-end jewelry to both the e-commerce space as well as having many traditional brick-and-mortar stores worldwide. This section on the top of the value line sheet gives the most recent price, the PE ratio and the relative PE ratio, and the dividend yield percentage. For all the calculations in this value line page, I base my numbers as of July 12, 2017. I also found all of my numbers using the information given by the financial statements and information found on finance.yahoo.com. For example, to find the recent price, I looked at the most recent closing for July 12th. This next section of the value line page displays many ratios and calculations that were made from the financial statements as of January 31st, 2017. For example, the sales per share ratio was found by taking sales revenue found on the income statement, 4,001,800 in thousands, and dividing that by 124.65 million, which is the shares outstanding. These next two sections give numbers that allow investors to analyze and understand the overall strength and trend of Tiffany and Company's stock in the marketplace. I base my numbers off the previous value line page as a starting point and then change those numbers based on the current trends of Tiffany and Company in the marketplace. Many of these changes had to do with the shift of e-commerce being more popular in retail than the traditional brick-and-mortar stores. These first two sections are based on the quarterly financial statements. The first shows the quarterly sales and its trend. The second section shows the quarterly dividends paid. All of my numbers are based on the numbers found on finance.yahoo.com. The third section gives the highest and highs and the lowest lows of the stock price for June and July 2017. These are the last two sections of the value line page. The first gives insight into the structure of Tiffany, which means how much debt and interest in the long term that they have. These numbers could have big implications in the future. The final section is my summary of the market trends in not only the industry, but also of Tiffany and Company as a whole. I also give insight into the major current factors that are affecting the company, which also affects many of the numbers in this value line page.